something I didn't think that I was going to do. I ended up buying some Target exclusive stuff online and got some Ninja Turtles. Now, back in the 90s, when I was a kid, I had all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I had all this stuff. Loved them. Thought they were awesome. And this is the Movie Star Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles box. It comes with the, I don't know what this is supposed to be, a boxcar maybe? But there's 6 figures inside, and this box is a little bit damaged. I'm hoping that the figures inside are not damaged, but I have something for them. So I'm going to cut the tape here. Oh, looks like, all right, the box opens on the end. And 3 pieces of tape holding it together. This is cool. I haven't looked at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in years. I haven't picked up a single carded figure in many, many years. And here we have 6 of them. Just like I remember. That is cool. So this is the Movie Star Super Shredder. Let's see what else is in the box. This is genuine excitement. It's not like rehearsed fake enthusiasm or anything like some other people exhibit in their videos. I genuinely get excited about toys because I love them. We have Leonardo. Very good looking figure. The cards did get a little mangled there, but like I said, I've got something for them. And then here we have Donatello. Throw that away. I'm getting text messages if you want to know what the dinging is. Text messages from inside my house. So, Raphael. And the weapons tree that comes with these guys, that's even exactly the same as I remember them being whenever I was a kid getting these things. Okay, so there are 5. Yeah, nope, there's 6. And here we have Michelangelo. The Movie Star figures. I'm not sure if there's more to this set or series or not. And we have Splinter. And this Splinter looks very similar to the Splinter that I remember getting whenever I was a kid. It appears as though the articulation on these figures is pretty much 5 points of articulation. The hips, shoulders, and the neck. So they don't have any additional articulation, but they do look really cool and they're very nostalgic. I always thought that Splinter looked kind of weird and generic. But anyway, it turns out every single card in this box was bent. And I don't get it. I ordered a few of these. Anytime that I order something from Target, I'll order a few pieces. Today, I got this guy. The reason I order a few pieces is so they'll put it in a better packaged box. Well, they shipped these, the Motu Revelations Faker, they shipped these in individual boxes, and one of the figures had some dings on the box because it was shipped in a huge shipping box with no packing material. You're selling collectibles, and you're shipping with no packing material. Come on, Target. You just get worse and worse as time goes by. But you see how this box is crushed. They actually sent all of these in a much larger box. No packing material. But 3 of them were perfect, and one of them was heavily damaged. So this thing was damaged before they ever packed it. It wasn't damaged in shipping to me. Now, what I have to combat the card bends is a brand new MOC Masters TMNT case. Now we're actually going to explore this case a little bit more than this today, and they're supposed to fit the oversized cards of G.I. Joe figures as well. So we'll take a look at that and see if they really do. But these cases have the locking lugs in the corners, and they have locking lugs on the sides. Now another case I got didn't lock up so well for the deluxe Motu Origins figures, but they work, and that's what's important. And they're available. It does have the card flattening lug here at the bottom. So let's get one of these figures in this bad boy and see how it does. So you see here the edge of the card for Splinter. It's a little mangled. We don't have any dog ears or anything on it, which this would kind of flatten out. So right off the bat, I see that the case doesn't fit these perfectly. You have some space over here on the side if you don't center the figure in the MOC Masters case. That's, well, here you can see all around it. I'm assuming that these would probably fit the original cards a lot better than what they do these modern ones. But we're going to put the lid on it and see exactly how it locks up. And you can kind of tap these around and move them a little bit. So the corners lock up really well. I'm going to move this all the way over to the side that's got the bend. Yeah, it kind of flattens the card out. It's not perfect. It's not a perfect fit for these, but it is a good fit, and it looks good. One concern that I have with them, where these are not a single piece clamshell type of case. It's a two-piece with a tray and a lid. You have this here. This locking lug, this is not engaged. That's a little disappointing because they did such a good job with the 3 3/4 cases and the cases for the Masters of the Universe Origins figures, but you have these TMNT sized cases that just, I don't know if I can get it. Yeah, you can kind of see here that locking lug, even if you push it down to engage, it doesn't lock into place. I would say they probably need to make these a little more pronounced on the sides if they're not going to produce these as a single piece front and back clamshell tray. That would make the lockup a lot better. But a case that's not perfect, in my opinion, is better than no case at all. Now you do have the let's see here. You do have that lug on the bottom that is not even engaging on the card at all. And again, it may engage better with a vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles card back. I'm not sure if there's a size difference. I'm not really a collector of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I just thought these were super cool, and I got some of the cases for G.I. Joes, and figured I'd give them a shot. But yeah, check this out. The case actually isn't even closing all the way there to lock in. And you can push it together, but it just doesn't have that engagement that the corners have. That's actually quite disappointing. Very much so like the deluxe Masters of the Universe cases. They just don't engage on the sides. So you have these weak points. The corners lock up well. I mean, I wouldn't want to drop one because I'm fairly sure that it would come apart if I did. But yeah, I'm slightly disappointed with the way that they hyped these up and so much that they've talked about them. The TMNT cases and the deluxe Masters of the Universe cases. You know, they advertised these like they were the be-all, end-all, and yeah, they're not perfect. As I said earlier, these single-piece clamshell cases for the Masters of the Universe Origins and the single-piece clamshell cases for the 3 3/4 figures, I couldn't be happier with them. As a matter of fact, I've gone through and replaced as many of my star cases as I possibly could with the MOC Masters 3 3/4 cases. Now I know that the ProTech Star case, there's figures that won't fit in there. You have ProTech Star cases that have to be used for the 30th anniversary size card back, the Rise of Cobra, and the Retaliation figures. All of those have a different part number for the ProTech Star cases. I know that the let's see, I think the Rise of Cobra and Retaliation figures both fit in the SSAF1 ProTech Star case, and the 30th anniversary sized cards fit in the Star Case 5. So if you're looking to get any of those, I'll go through all of that in another video. But back to these TMNT figures, I'm going to go ahead and tray all of these up while I'm here making the video. And I may actually keep a set of these. I really do think they're cool. The cases, the protective cases that I got for them, this shit right here just really irks me a little bit. These cases are supposed to flatten the card out really well, and they're not doing a good job because they have the weak points on the sides. And I'm in no way trash talking MOC Masters or anything. I'm really not, but that's a disappointment. These cases aren't cheap, and they're made in America, and they also have UV protection. So, but yeah, at the same time, I kind of thought that it wasn't going to be a perfect fit for these figures. Modern stuff, they typically vary a little bit in size from vintage, and these are probably made specifically for vintage figures. And I'll also say that, as of right now, they're the only game in town that's got anything in stock. Now, this card is really screwed up on the side. I don't know if that's going to flatten out like the last couple did. Let's see if we can manipulate this a little bit and get it to at least present halfway decent. Yeah, I don't care if it gets veins in it. These are just going to go into my personal collection. I'll probably never buy another TMNT product. Even though I was big into it as a kid, I just don't really feel like getting into another line. Now, see what I mean about the corners locking up tight? That snap, that's what we should hear on the sides. But instead, we get... Okay, so this one's actually... Nope, it's not engaged. Not engaged. It's engaged on one side, but not the other. It's just kind of flimsy. And that's... Again, I'm going to stop talking about the disappointment of those cases, because that's not what the video is about. The video is about the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Target exclusive figures and how they look. I'm not going to open these. I just don't really feel like taking them out of the packaging because I don't want to have a bunch of loose figures sitting around, especially loose figures that I don't really collect a lot of. But these will be a neat addition to one of the walls or something. As I remember, the original movie star Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures had a rubberized texture on the body, on the arms, legs, head, all of that. And that was kind of what made them lifelike, realistic, or whatever. But yeah, I'm moving these all the way to one side here so that they can kind of flatten some of that out, some of the damage from the case where it was damaged in shipping to Target. One thing that I do like about these cases is the fact that the top here keeps all of this nice and flat. That looks really good, and it does a great job in that aspect. Let's see. Movie star Leo. Yeah, the figure does look like it probably has that rubberized texture. I'm glad to see some of this stuff coming out because I know that not only 40-year-old nerds buy it, but it gets kids into it too, and kind of helps the traditions live on, I guess, the interests. It gives some parents something to do with their kids, a common ground, and a common interest in something is always good because it helps parents and their kids to have something to bond over. And that can be different for everybody, but, you know, for me, I had, growing up, I had 2 uncles and my dad and my grandparents that were very involved with all of my interests. Well, all of my interests except music. But that's another story. So anyway, here we have the Super Shredder. This guy just looks bulky and mean. But yeah, I think these will look great hanging up on the wall with the MOC Masters cases. All right, guys, I hope that you enjoyed watching me open up those Movie Star Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Pick them up if you're a turtle collector. I mean, they come with a really cool box, and it has a carry handle. Opens on the end, and, you know, it's got some cool artwork all over it. And hit up MOC Masters if you're interested in getting these TMNT cases. Like I said, they may fit vintage card backs a lot better than they do modern card backs. And they also have other products that are just great. So, until next time, stay tuned, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post more videos. And, well, we'll see you soon.